I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rekah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, Wa Abba Babal. All right, so I'm going to share a video, and it shows the treatment that the so-called white man as a officer of the law, which they are the wicked, the so-called Caucasians, the red devil the Bible speak of. And this is why the earth is in a wicked state. All right. And now the sword is a weapon in the hand of the Lord. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he is a sword in the Lord's hand. All right. And the 2/3 of the nation of Israel here in America that reject Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, are going to learn to accept the truth by pain. It says in 2 Ezra 9 verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. I'm going to go to 11, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 11, and that's the spirit that it was the numbers 9 and 11 of 2 Ezra. It says, and they that loathe, meaning to despise my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, through Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, having prophets on the earth telling you the way of life, which is in Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, which we have it in spirit in the Holy Scriptures, historical and prophetic. All right. It says, when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. So I'm going to play this video for you, and it's going to show you that.
You're wasting my time, bro.
It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
And for 21 minutes, she rides like this, upside down and begging for her life.
This is some slavery. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, God.
All right, so as you saw, she was learning by pain. She said this is like some slavery shit, and then she apologized to who she says is God. Why? Because in her mind, she's also being destroyed because she knows that this is a judgment from God. All right, our God, the Israelite God, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, which been scattered throughout the world in slavery for many generations. All right, our God is the God of the Bible, Yahweh, and he's going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, to avenge us. All right, but he has the wicked, the so-called white race, the Edomites. All right, they're the red devil the Bible speaks of. And they're going to come down with great wrath, knowing that they have but a short time. And they're going to show you their true color of being the red devil. Look at what they're doing to this lady without mercy. All right. So Jake, all right, you can see this woman is a shapy woman, and she's probably playing the harlot. And the Lord's putting that punishment on her through the sword, through Esau, through the so-called white race. Which this is why they're able to put you under the prison, bury you with bullets, all right, because they're the sword in the Lord's hand. And that's why they're able to go into these people's houses and take them and throw them into these FEMA camps and do all these things to them, because the Israelites are sinning and they're willfully ignorant to the truth. The truth is out here. The prophet's been out here. In America, since Abba Bivens, it's been recorded in the prophecies. But what is Jake doing? Jake is still being wicked, right? Still playing the harlot. Whether they're men or women, they're operating in idolatry, and it causes them to commit abominations. So you have a judgment that comes, and that's why it says you're going to learn the truth by pain. And then you're going to apologize in that fire crying that you should have listened to your teachers, the prophets, especially the women, because there's more of them and death came through the woman. This is why this woman is upside down on her neck with her hands and her legs tied behind her back like that for 21 minutes. By who? The so-called white man. And she said it with her own mouth. This is like slavery.
Rides like this, upside down and begging for her life.
This is some slavery. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, God.
So how much more are they going to be crying when they're burning in the lake of fire, which is America's judgment? America's going to lose World War III, and they're going to be crying that they're sorry for not listening. All right, being out here doing wickedness. All right.
Officer, please let me out. Please, officer, don't let me die back here.
These devils could pack that whole back seat full of bitches. All right? In judgment. Be raping them, eating them, dismembering them, selling them, doing all kinds of torture to them. Why? Because they didn't listen. They didn't follow the rules of the Lord. They despised it.
That's not what we're hired to do. We are not judge, jury, and executor.
Chief said she was...
And this shows you it's a wicked nation. They got a woman representing the enforcement of law. That's an abomination. Women are not to usurp the authority over a man. See, and this is why the world is in a wicked state, because the so-called white race is ruling the world. They're in the positions of power. And who gets the end of the stick is Jake, the so-called Negro, Latino, and the Native American Indian, which has been scattered throughout the world in slavery.
Struck at one point by how desperate Kelly became, so she assumed the role of a slave.
She denigrates herself to the point. She doesn't know what to do, that she actually calls him master.
Every time I gotta beg you, master. Master, because...
That, to me...
Honey, why are you head down like that?
Kelly survived the ride, and Aurora dropped all charges against her.
Hey, and you know what? She's lucky she survived. The Lord allowed it, right? Because here in Colorado this year, you had an Edomite cop, smoke Jake, put a round right through his forehead in front of everybody and said he was justified. And that man was unarmed. All right. So she was allowed to live, so she might still see the lake of fire. All right. She would have been better off just dying in that back seat. But instead, she has to live on. And soon they're going to make it mandatory that you have an implantable microchip, the mark of the beast. And if you take that, you're going to be in that lake of fire. In that time, death is gain. All right. But the elect, the nation of Israel, there's an elect group of men of the Lord. All right. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and we have the truth. We have received mercy, and that's why we have this gospel, this ministry. And you would do well if you took heed, for we have a sure word of prophecy. Shalom to the elect, wa abba babal.